Make a little update. Haven't got much done to the truck. I think I put in the last one that we got all the gauges wired, everything's done. All the wiring's run for everything that we're gonna do. I like diamond plate. I don't know, I just like the look of it. So I made 2 pieces, bent them, fitted them for me to mount my MSD and everything else that's gonna be added in as part of the fuel injection and the turbo setup on those 2 panels. We're going to put a different shifter in it this time. I don't know which one I'm going to go with, but it's going to go right here next to the seat, wherever it feels comfortable for me. Got the intercooler. It's got 2 inlets, one on each side at the bottom, 1 outlet. The core is 27 by 14. So with the radiator in the bed, this is going to go up front, and then I've got something else that's going to go up here. We're going to take that bypass hose that comes out of your intake. It usually goes to the water pump. We're going to run it through a small cooler that's going to, I think it's 12 by 24. And what it is a cooler that they use for water to air intercoolers. It's 1 inch thick. It's got 2 half-inch pipe fittings in it, one top and bottom. We're going to run it out of the engine, into it, circulate it through it, come back out, and go back to the cold side of the radiator. It'll help cool the engine. Plus, I don't have that capped off where we've got pressure, because I am going to run a thermostat. I don't have the water pump pushing pressure into the block. It can keep flowing, just like it would if it was a stock setup. Made me some mounts out of 3/16 plate and some 1 inch square tube. They're not awesomely beautiful, but they serve the purpose. Can't put one up here coming down to it, like another support, like another strut coming off, because of that hole there. Over here I probably could, but and then I put another plate on the inside to stiffen this up, being this is just sheet metal. I mean, it's pretty stout, but it would probably ended up cracking out around the bolts. So there's a plate inside as big as the plate that's on the outside to stiffen it. It's got all grade 8 bolts in it. Actually, I think, nope, these are grade 5s. So I buy my nuts and bolts by the pound from Tractor Supply. I buy common grade, grade 5, which are the gray ones, and then grade 8 are gold. These are grade 5. But it's there. You come out of each turbo, you come into here, you come out of here, and then to the engine. So a friend of mine just happened to have that rather than buy one. We did some dealing back and forth. I had a few things he wanted, so there it is. So I had some extra 8-lug trailer wheels. I ended up trading for it. But that's it. Ain't done nothing else. We're putting the rear end together right now. I got everything to do it. I'll probably do it this weekend. There's the shortened 8/8 housing sitting right there by the old back window out of the truck. But yeah, so it's already been shortened, ready to go. We've got axles, everything's Yukon. Everything, I think everything was Yukon. So Yukon makes good stuff. But that's it. I ain't done nothing to this one. And we have come down to the point. 468's going in one, 540's going in one. that's going to come out. We're going to put that in a rat rod. Son wants to build a rat rod, so we're going to put a tunnel ram on it because it'll handle it. It's got enough compression to do it and plenty of cam in it. It's got a real gnarly nitrous cam in it, so we're going to take that and that TCI tranny behind it, we're going to stab it in a rat rod. Find us an old car or something, or old truck or something or whatever, and we'll build us. I got a couple S10 chassis I can use if I need a chassis and throw like an old truck cab or something on it and do that route. I've always wanted to build a 52, 53 Chevy 2-door. Build me a gasser. Just a daily, like just a gasser, rat rod, whatever. Straight axle front end and do something like that. My granddad had a 53 and that car was just, I loved that car. So, but anyway, that's all we're doing. Finished up some wiring. Got some wire cover over some wiring that didn't have it. Rerouted some wires. I put all new bushings under the cab. So it's got all new polyurethane cab mounts under it, and we got of course, the intercooler mounted. We're gonna go with this for now. If it don't work, we'll change to something else, but it should work just fine. Like I said, I'm not trying to set the world on fire. I just got a horsepower goal. The car is a hot rod to me. It's not a race car. It's not a drag car. It's not anything other than just a hot rod. Something that I enjoy. So when we get ready to do more, or I start putting the rear end together, putting all the guts and gears and everything in, I'll make a video of that. We'll make a video when I put the intake and everything and button up the engine for this. So, because we changed the intake, from the intake it came on the engine. That intake's actually going to go on the 468, and I got a different intake for the 540. So, anyway, and we're changing valve covers on the 540 too, because they won't work with the turbo headers. So, as I showed in a video about the headers, we've got some different valve covers we're going to run. So, got some nice, pretty green anodized aluminum sheet metal valve covers with the edge clipped. So, anyway, later.